Tes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all teachers and judges and or called as examiner in here, Miss Puji, Mr. Tony, and Mr. Berry. And also, before I start my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Alifa Nabila Mitiawanda, or you can call me Alifa. I'm here as the last grade 12 person presenting the project, and I'm here today to present about my project that I study and do about the filtration of household waste, water waste using two filters. And now I will to guide us here to pray based on our own religion before I starting my presentation, so it could run as well as we are expecting. So pray started. Amen. Now, one more thing I would like also to say before I start my presentation is I would like to say congratulations to all of my friends in grade 12 that already finished the project and have finished their presentation. Since I'm here as the last participant of grade 12's grader to present my project, I would like to say thank you also to my teacher mentor, Mr. Berry, who already helped me since the beginning. So let me start my presentation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Without any further ado, let's get started. Filtration of household wastewater using two filters. These are the entire title of the project, and you may ask a question, what is that? So before that, let me introduce my product so you'll get along to know what I made. Considering in this era, 4.0 era, where there's so much waste that we can't handle, especially inorganic waste that can be processed into small pieces, especially plastic that needs 100 years to destroy. We need a creative mind to create and do the 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle. With plastic around, considering to the wastewater, it becomes something that we need to solve earlier, since it made the social inequality get increasing. How do I know about that? Well, we may see in a magazine or television sometimes that there's a lot of waste that pile up, and it will affect many of things such as health, clean environment, social inequality, and others. So I would like to solve some problems of it with using only one product that I made. And another background of my project is because I already made this once when I was grade 9, so I was just develop it into something that more complicated and more usable. Okay, this water waste filtration that I made in design to used for household. I know this filtration is already made by so many researchers, but I like to make it by my own design to answering the question how to solve the social inequality in certain area, and could this water filter help the social inequality? Also, could we reuse residual waste? And this question will be answered in the end of these sessions. And this is my purpose. My purpose to do this research is to making a simple household waste filtration product that can be used by community, also to overcome social inequality that occurs due to different sources of clean water, since not many people can get clean water easily. Okay, next we go to the benefit that we could get from this product. That is, we could increase our knowledge by doing the researcher, like what we do need, what do we need, what do we have to do, and we also, with this water filtration tool, can be useful and be used by many community. Last but not least, it can be reversed to solve the problem of social inequality. How do we know? Well, let me explain how I made this product. So, what did I need to make this filtration? Of course, I need some of component that will help me to do this project. in the first filter, so there's two filters that I will make. This is the second filters, and this is the first filters. And in the first filter, I will need sands. Actually, I take two sands to be compare the sea sands and also river sands, which I will consider. I will compare which one is the best. So this one is the sea sands, and this one is the river sands. I also need a coconut husk and also a gravel. So what is the function of these materials that I need? The sands. It's actually it is the sands functionally works to induce the byproduct of wastewater, which then binds the wastewater, so the component of wastewater couldn't be easy to flow for the next step. Then I use the coconut husk is to hold this sand, so the sand will not go flow through with the water. And the more the coconut husk I used, the more it will strength to hold up the sands. And last, at the first filter, I used gravel. It is for hold and filtrate the wastewater, and also the hold this coconut husk and sands. Next, for the second filter, I use palm fiber, river stone, and also the gravel. It's also took a same component, the gravel, but the difference is just I used palm fiber. It also have the same function with the coconut husk, but I used the different material just for trying it. And the last, I used river stone. I use this if maybe there is a big component that not filtered as well in the first filter. So this is the materials and things that I need, things and tools that I need to make this product. I need a water bottle about 1.5 milliliter, and I need a L pipe. I need gergaji and PVC glue, also solder. So this, how to make this is, first I cut the bottle, the bottom of the bottle, and then the bottom of the bottle that I don't use anymore, I cut it into like a plate, and then I hole in it with a soldier. So if you can see in the bottom of this, there is some kind like filter, look like a filter, and then I do the same thing for the first filter, where I do the same things, and then I stick the pipe with the L pipe with the pipe, and also the L pipe at the end, and then that's how I made this one. So this is how I made the soldier, how I made the tools to help the filters, and this how it looks like. This is the sketch that I made before I made this one, before I made the product, and this is how it turns out. Oh, and this is the socialization. So I want to show you for how it works. So before I start from the first filter, I want to show you from the second filter, to show you that there's no problem with the second filter. Sorry. So I just used a clear water. And as you can see in here, there's nothing coming out, like there's nothing, there's no colors that comes out from this, so there's no problem with these filters, but when I do the second, but when I do the experiment with the first filter, so I'm using so I'm using this soap water. It's just like an example of one of the waste water that doesn't use anymore. And the sand that I use right now is the river sand. So I want to give you I want you to see. Agak dimiringin.
2 days later.
I know it will take a long time, but you will see the difference. As you can see, the water, it changing the color into more brownish, and it become more dirtier than before. And as I can conclude from this, there is no wrong with the second filter, but the first filter, we need to set it up again. And yeah, already sir. Jadi work sini aja. Yeah, the color is changed. It's okay. I will tell you why the color is changed. Okay, so even though my project is failed, I can call it as a failed one, but I still do the socialization with the conclusion and the solution for them to do this filtration run as well. So, kamu ya? Ya udah. Dia lelah. Dia sudah lelah bekerja. Yeah, so I can conclude. So I made three times experiments. So the first experiment I used the sea sands. This is the river sands. The sea sands. Okay. If you want to see in here, this one give the result of the water that it turns brownish. And the second experiment, it also turned the water into more brownish. But if you can see, the water in the first experiment more brighter than the second. So I could say that sea sands give a little color than the second one, the river one. So it's not good to use both of them, but it's better using the sea sands. Although you cannot use it for cooking or bath, but you can use for, maybe for planting the plant.
Garden?
Yes, gardening, yes. And then I want to give you the solution of this. I do the socialization with my friends. Yeah, just if they want to know. Yeah, there's Sabina here who listened to me. Sometimes they were asking like, why the color is changing, what do we do? And I still explaining why. Okay, and the conclusion is from my project, I researched that we do need to use the silica sands. Why? It's because the silica sands more absorb the water. I mean, like it binding with the water as well. Than the sands like rivers or river or sea sands, because silica sands also have a particle that bigger and it will not be easy to flow with the water. And also my fault by doing this project is I used a little of coconut husk in here, I need to use more of coconut husk, like a little more, so the sense will not goes out like this one. Yeah, and then, yeah. So that is my presentations about my project. And I know, and by the end of this presentation, I would like to resume what I've been talking about, like the questions that I will answer. So the question that I said, like, how to solve the social inequality in certain area? It depends. There's many ways we could do to solve the social inequality in certain area, but the social inequality that I take is about the water, the clean water, that sometimes not many people can use clean water, especially in pedalaman, in some certain area. And by using this product, it could help the social inequality just if I use the right component and right materials. Could this water filter help social inequality? Of course, like what I say, it could help the social inequality just if I used the right materials. And last, could we use residual waste? Yes, we could. Like the one that I used right now is water bottle, so you don't need to buy a pipe or anything. You can use like Kongguan can. Yeah, you can use that also to make this one. It not have to be the aqua bottle, and you can recycling it to another. Before I close my presentation, I would like to tell you that in my socialization, I give the conclusion and solution that I have told to you, and why this filter is not run as well, and what do we need. Before I close my presentation, I would like to open the question and answer sessions to all judges in this room. You are welcome to ask.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation, Alifa. And then I just want to give you one suggestion. Yeah, if you graduate from our school and then you next step to university and you have or getting project from your lecturer, okay, please make the timeline. If you want to create from initial and until the end, until finish, until the run well the product, okay? Maybe that's it for me. I think I don't want to give many things comment to you. Maybe from examiner 1 and examiner 2.
Yes.
Okay, please, Mr. Tony.
Okay, impressive, yeah. Yeah, actually in my mind it's like your product, like what, yeah, not only filter the wastewater, but like create the dirty water to become clean. Yeah, in my mind, maybe you mix first with this one, and then I can see the result of the clean water over there. Because when I see so many stuff or thing that you need for the product, yeah, like you should find the pebbles and also the seeds and the stone also like the coconut. It's so many things, yeah, that we need for this one.
But at this project, sir, so, I spend a little less to this project. I mean, like, not considering to the social inequality, like what I said. Not many people can buy things like silica sand. When I search it, it needs to find out in online shops, and not many people can buy it. I mean, like, yeah, to the social inequality, like what I say. And so I used a material that we can search in the area easily.
So your main purpose of your product is for the filter the wastewater, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe later can inspire to the society, can be useful for
Yeah.
their need, like for the gardening or other things.
Yes.
So because is it impossible to make for drink or for take a bath, right?
Yes, it is impossible.
Yeah. And also the capacity is, this is just presented with the small capacity. Yeah.
Yes,
If
it
like-
just present for the small one.
Yeah. Maybe later you can explain more about it
Yeah.
for not for general one, but the specific one, yeah,
Yes,
about
sir.
the real purpose.
Yes, sir.
Because because the theme is waste management, right? And you need not only for the waste rubbish of anything, but you still find from your environment, you still find from another, like stone on the seaside. It's quite hard, yeah, to find to make this one. Yeah, maybe more expand, because it me like common society. So this your article, how to inspire other to, oh, this is can be useful for me in my house later. Yeah, yeah. I guess that thing sih, miss, from me.
Okay.
Last examiner. First about the title, ya, Alifa.
Yes,
I do
yes.
appreciate your effort to make this, what is that, water filtration.
Yeah.
First about the title is something that must make somebody interested,
Yes.
right? So I think you need to add one or two more variable in your title, like
Yeah.
filtration of household water using to filter to what?
Okay.
Yeah, so people will, oh, this is interesting, then maybe I need, mentioning the purpose.
Yeah.
The purpose like to
Oh, okay.
to clean up, so that to clean up, to filter the water, or that can be used to watering the flower or something like that. Yeah, so it also dealing with the focus later on. Between the title and also the background, yeah, I see the background and your presentation, it's quite different, yeah. The background, you start with the water, yeah, air limbah.
Yes.
But your presentation start with the inequality. Yeah, you mentioned
Yeah.
it in the background, but I mean, which one is the focus? You want to focus with the inequality in getting the clean water, or how to filter the water? Yeah, so it will be just focus with one. If you want to filtering the water, just focus with that one as the background. So you don't need to put the inequality. So you can use the water can be useful. And yeah, the solution. But if you want to solve the problem of the society that have no opportunity to get the clean water, you just focus with that one. Yeah, so maybe later, yeah, in your next research you can focus with that one. Maybe the general thing like inequality, it can be used in the beginning, but later it must be like mengkerucut, ya, in the end of your background. And then it's a bit like inconsistent when you said ketimpangan sosial, but in the end you said that Lampung or Bandar Lampung has 83%. It could actually. So there is no problem with this one, right?
Yeah,
85% of access of air minum layak
Yeah.
tertinggi in Lampung. So I think you don't need to put this one.
But,
Just put the problem for the
Yes.
background.
But comparing, I think I don't put in my research. Comparing with the the other cities from Indonesia, Lampung has the less clean water than the others.
Okay, yeah, I do understand about that one. And then to close your background, you can put like the closing statement. Yeah. Due to that condition, so I want to resolve the problem by making this one. So there is a, what is it? Yeah, like pengantar to the next chapter.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then the rumusan masalah. Nah, you talk about the wastewater, ya, air limbah in the certain area, and how to solve the inequality. Okay, the purpose is okay. And then next is about the way you use D, yeah. Dipotong should be,
Yeah,
there is no space, yeah. Dipotong. So if it is verb, you have to put no space, yeah. But if it is a place or location, you have to put the space.
Yes.
Okay, I hope that you will not give up, yeah, by this failure. So hopefully that in the university you can continue to develop this project, because you said actually this project start since you were in grade 9, right?
Yeah,
then you
actually,
develop it, then hopefully that later on you can find the real water filter that can be used for the remote area society. Yeah. Okay, we do really hope that it can be reality, ya, Alifa. Thank you so much.
Amin.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you for the questions for all judges and my mentors. So I want to close my presentation by saying thank you, goodbye, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.